Good morning. Welcome to our 48th annual flag raising ceremony at the Austin Log Cabin. I'd like to introduce some special guests today, our three trustees, and you have to stand up so we can clap. Monica Devers, Bruce Shepis, Robert Santos. Yay! Thank you for what you do for Austintown. It's greatly appreciated. Andy Frost, our fire chief, is not here, so be careful. Don't let your cigarettes get out of hand because he's not here to help us put the fire out. Please stand and we'll have the presentation of the colors. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. I'd like to introduce some special guests today. Our trustees, Monica Devers. You want to stand? Wave your hands or stand on the chair or whatever. Bruce Shepis, Robert Santos. Thank you for what you do for Austintown. You do a great job for us and it's greatly appreciated. if I could sing, we would sing the Star Spangled Banner. Is there anyone that wants to lead us in the Star Spangled Banner that knows how to sing real nice and not off key? All right, we'll forget the Star Spangled Banner today because you don't want. I do a daggone bad job of it. Bob Whited is of the Austintown Lions Club is our speaker today. He's a retired U.S. Navy man. Bob, you're up.
Thank you very much, Joyce. Thank you. It is indeed an honor and a pleasure to be with you this morning, the 4th of July, 2024, at the Austin Log Cabin, the Cathedral of Austintown. A little bit about me. I was raised in a tiny town in western Pennsylvania called Bridgeburg. Austintown has been my home for some 57 years. I am a retiree from GM Lordstown. My wife Joyce taught at Fitch in the late 1960s. Each of our 4 children graduated from Fitch. Lisa and Lori went on to graduate from YSU. Todd graduated from the Culinary Institute in Pittsburgh, and Rob enlisted in the United States Navy. Rob is now an Austintown police officer and a career veteran, having served 4 years in the United States Navy and then retiring from the National Guard with 16 years of service. I am a veteran and served in the Navy from 1960 to 1964. As a charter member of the Austintown Lions Club, I have been a member of the club for 47 years. I am a past district governor of Lions Clubs International, and I have authored 3 books. It has been 248 years since our Declaration of Independence was approved and signed at Independence Hall at Philadelphia on July 4th, 1776, by 12 of our founding fathers representing our colonies, and signed earlier by 56 delegates of the Continental Congress. You see, they had a dream or an aspiration. What we have today is a result of that dream. The greatest country in the world. We have freedom and independence. That dream of our founding fathers has come true. All of us have shared that dream and ambition down through the years. You know, it hasn't always been easy. There have always been wars and rumors of wars. We have fought and died just to keep this dream of freedom and independence alive. Let me tell you, if I may, how my own family shared and fought for that dream. My great-great-great-grandfather, Thomas Whited, was a Revolutionary War soldier who was wounded, fought many battles, but survived, and raised a family in Broad Top near Bedford, Pennsylvania. He lived to be 100 years old. The cemetery at Broad Top is named after him, along with his memorial and his many merits. My great-great-grandfather, John A. Whited, was a War of 1812 soldier who was at Fort McHenry in Baltimore on September 13, 1814. That battle, along with our flag, inspired Francis Scott Key to write our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. John A. Whited survived and raised a family near Katanning, Pennsylvania. My great-grandfather, William R. Patton, shared this dream a little differently. As an 18-year-old kid, he hopped aboard a wagon train and headed for the gold mines in Sutter's Mills in the California Gold Rush in 1849. Fighting Indians or Native Americans all the way. Now, I never could find out how much he struck it rich, but there are many stories told of that. He returned to Pennsylvania by a different route. Being he didn't want to fight Indians the whole way back, he opted to make a take a ship around South America. And this was long before the Panama Canal was dug. His daughter was my grandmother, Laura Jane Patton Whited. William Whited, a relative, was at Gettysburg during the Civil War, and his name is listed on the Pennsylvania monument there. He was a prisoner of war and taken to, of all places, Andersonville in southern Georgia, and saw firsthand the many horrors of being a captive there. He survived, though, and raised his family again near Kittanning, Pennsylvania. When World War II came, 4 of my cousins, Charles Whited, Fred Whited, Vernon Whited, and Lester Hooks, became embroiled in that war. Fred and Lester were wounded, but all of them survived and raised their families. They were all heroes and still are my heroes. My cousin Charles Whited was a staff sergeant and personally toured Hiroshima 2 months after the atomic bombing or nuclear bombing on August 6, 1945. He described in his memoir the horrors of war that he saw and how a vibrant city was completely melted into ashes and leveled to the ground. Not to mention the number of lives were lost on that day. Worldwide, including our own homeland, we must not let that happen again. Now, many of you, I'm sure, have similar stories to tell about your families. I encourage you to tell your stories to your children and grandchildren, or better yet, write your stories down and pass your memoirs on to the next generation. Today is a great day as we celebrate the 4th of July and as we enjoy our parade and picnics and barbecues and family get-togethers and, of course, fireworks. But please never forget that dream and aspiration of some 248 years ago and our own freedom and independence. Let us all work together to keep that dream alive. We must continually fight for it forever. I wish you all the happiest of the 4th of July, and I thank you so much.
I must say a comment. It's very interesting to get old. You can't even get out of a chair. And this is my daughter, and she is assistant number 1. I would like to present a brief history of our Austin Log Cabin. In 1973, St. Andrew's Church, the big church over here, bought an empty house at the corner of South Raccoon and Burgett Roads. The house was an eyesore with broken windows and no doors. Demolition started and a log cabin was discovered. Demolition stopped. 3 years later, in 1976, the bicentennial of our country, we had our first 4th of July parade. The parade started at our schools on South Raccoon Road and traveled south to the Austin Log Cabin. In 3 years, the cabin had been restored to its original look. We are here today to celebrate our 48th annual Austintown 4th of July Parade and the Austin Log Cabin, named after and in honor of Calvin Austin, who Austintown is named for. I would like to encourage everyone to step inside and thank you for coming. Please join us in singing the Star Spangled Banner to our flag. But I have to step away from the mic because I can't sing so good. Who's going to volunteer to be the star of the singing of the Star Spangled Banner? That's what I thought. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, say can
See by the dawn's early bright, what what so proudly we hailed, and the thorns are free, and the thanks and praise with the prayer. Through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? That concludes our service here today. You're more than welcome to go into the cabin and have some coffee. The parade is today, of course, and we'll be celebrating our Austintown 4th of July parade. Thank you for coming.
Also getting this party started, the Austintown Fire Department, again, all working around the clock, making sure this community's safe. And how about the gray squad cars? And make sure you guys stay hydrated, keep those drinks flowing. It is a humid one today. And props to everybody who is walking this whole stretch. Again, have those bags ready. Fire, EMS, police, all treating us with some sweets to get our day started. All right, our first group for today, and just to say this community is so lucky to have organizations that cater to our Valley's veterans. And starting us off today, the American Legion Post 301. Give these guys some love as they come on through here. I can imagine walking all the way down Raccoon here. It is hot. All right, coming up right behind them in that beautiful Dodge Ram is the VFW 4237, helping our local veterans. They got the flatbed out today, the chairs out, they're tossing candy out. A big salute to you guys. Now moving on. Another big organization in helping our community's veterans, the Disabled American Veterans Chapter 2. And again, some more of our guys from the 4237 post. And shout out to our friends from the 4237 Veterans of Foreign Wars Post. And there are leading the Disabled American Veterans Chapter 2. These guys here in the Ford F-150. They're always out and about in the community. And talking about making an entrance, our Austintown Fire Department. Lay on those horns, let everybody know we're here. Oh, it's that kind of afternoon. You gotta have the doors off on the Humvee. Also joining our first responders today, the Jackson Township Fire Department. Lay on those horns, boys. We also got our boys from the hazmat team too. Show them some love. All right, and you guys are about to meet the first Grand Marshal for today's parade, the Austintown Junior Women's League. The Austintown Junior Women's League, a volunteer organization, celebrated its 30th anniversary back in April with 52 members. The club focuses on community needs through various projects in art, civic engagement, education, environment, and health. They support local schools, parks, emergency services, elderly care, and provide scholarships through their annual fundraiser. Safe to say, they're everywhere. All right, now for a first honorary Grand Marshal. It's our Austintown Fitch cheerleading state champions. And let me tell you, the Austintown School District, plenty of hardware handed out to these fine folks. The Fitch cheerleaders won the 2024 OHSAA state championship. And our next honorary Grand Marshal, how about the Austintown Fitch State Softball back-to-back champions, soon to be back-to-back-to-back. We're building a dynasty over here. Coach Ward and the Falcons, best team in the state, no doubt, and a national powerhouse. I'll give some love to our Fitch Falcons, our softball team here. Again, back-to-back state champions. Second to none. All right, and we definitely have to give some love here. Our first annual Austintown Impact Award recipient, Sam Boak. This award acknowledges a person or a business who has significantly impacted our community. And check out that float. And Boak & Son celebrating 50 years of business as well. All right, coming down in the bright red Silverado, it's the Austintown Trustees and Park Department. Austintown Trustees Monica Devers, Robert Santos, and Bruce Shepis, along with Fiscal Officer Lori Wolf. In Austintown, it's got a lot of history, and after a brief absence, the Austintown Historical Society, the replica Austintown Log Cabin, is back. Thank you to the hard work of the Historical Society to get it back up and running for the parade. And check out that tiny house. All right, coming through next, it's your county leaders, the Mahoning County Commissioners. Your county office holders, David Ditzler, Carol Remedio Rigetti, and Anthony Trafficanti. All here today, throwing out candy. Oh, this has to be one of Commissioner Ditzler's classics right here. All right, up next we have in the nice convertible today, it's the Austintown Rotary, proudly supporting the Austintown community since 1968. All right, the Austintown Local Schools Board of Education is next. The Austintown Local Schools Board of Education, President Don Sherwood, Vice President Fred Markham, members Kathy Mock, Harold Porter, and Kim Schmreck, Superintendent Tim Kelty, and Treasurer Blaze Karlovic. All right, and providing us with today's entertainment, the Austintown Fitch Marching Band. The pride of Austintown, the Fitch Marching Band, under the direction of Mr. Jeremy McLean, Assistant Director Mr. Caleb Baldwin, Drumline Instructor Mr. Bill Gonda, and Auxiliary Instructor Mrs. Jen Cooley. All right, making their way down in the Silverado and on the flatbed, the Austintown Fitch cheerleaders. Show them some love, guys. And also joining members of the Austintown Fitch football team as well, showing off the red threads today. Like it, fellas. All right, in the future of Fitch cheerleading right here, the AMS 7th and 8th grade cheerleaders. Oh, and they got a mascot too. Check out the dog making it down. Oh, here comes more of the Austintown Fitch football team. What are we liking, the white threads or the red threads, fellas? Uh-oh. Still time to hit the weight room is what he's saying. Big season coming up, fellas, for the Fitch football team under Coach Parker. I better see you guys in the stands. And there's Coach Parker right there with the squirt gun, keeping everybody cool. All right, making their way down next, it's the Fitch Cadets. The Fitch Cadets with their new head coach, Katie Donady. All right, you've probably seen him at any Austintown sporting events when it comes t-shirt time. The Falco Tech and Austintown Fitch Robotics team. Falco Tech offers hands-on STEM education and team building to students at all grade levels. Oh, they brought the t-shirt cannon too. Let's fire it off, fellas. And keeping on with our slew of great Fitch athletic programs, it's the Fitch volleyball team. The freshman JV and varsity squads are all here. Now you want to talk about riding in style. The Austintown Fitch girls soccer team coming in on a military grade truck. Love it, girls. Again, show some support for Coach Kara Garland and this Fitch girls soccer team. And right behind them, the Austintown High School cross-country teams, the boys and girls cross-country teams of Fitch. They're passing out info on Austintown's first ever Falcon Glow Fest 5K and Fun Run. Let me see those bags. Who's collected the most candy so far? Oh, I definitely see some down here. And the pillar of any good school district are the generous individuals who make sure our kids get to and from school safe. The Austintown Transportation Department, they're now hiring bus drivers. Get out there and apply. And I gotta say, this bus has some of the best displays. If you're happen to be judging a float, this might be one of your top choices, top candidates right here, representing the community proud. And making their way down, the Austintown Fitch JROTC. Austintown Fitch High School JROTC Unit OH20202. They've been running for 4 going on 5 years. Their cadets help around the community, and their drill teams have gone to and won at many competitions in the last 2 years. All right, and making their way down to one of the staples here in Austintown, Charlie's Family Restaurant. They've been locally owned and family operated since 1986. Up next, St. Joseph Knights of Columbus 13977. Bringing out the old Ford truck and passing out the goods. A volunteer organization of St. Joseph Church in Austintown. All right, and definitely some time for some sweet cold treats. Dairy Queen, the Austintown Dairy Queen, has been in the community since the 1960s, and it has been in its current location on Canfield Niles Road, owned by Ray and Chrissy Smith for over a decade. Open today, serving your Blizzard treats. And a big shout out to Highway Tabernacle Church, who it wouldn't be possible without these guys. Happy 4th of July from the Highway Kids. Highway Tabernacle Church, Highway Kids meets every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. and Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. All right, here comes the future. And talking about a dynasty and a pipeline for softball, the Austintown Girls Softball League celebrating the 51st year of girls softball at AGSL. And if you're planning on hitting Sharon Speedway or anywhere with the racetrack, Hefke Racing every Friday night at Raceway 7 in Conneaut, Ohio. The definition of speed right here, guys. All right, right behind Hefke Racing, Westside Tire and Service has been your premier destination for automotive care in Austintown since 1988. Now, talk about Westside Tire bringing out the flatbed. That's called a display. And we've all needed them at some point. Mr. Reuter of Youngstown. Mr. Reuter Plumbing of Youngstown has served the Mahoning Valley for over 12 years. All right, here comes our next crew, the Austintown Youth Football and Cheerleading. Austintown Youth Football and Cheerleading Varsity Football 2023 EOYFL Super Bowl champion, multiple 2023 EOYFL cheerleading competition place winners, and proud to be the home and the future of Austintown football. Again, more of our guys from the Austintown Youth Football and Cheerleading programs. All right, we told you about the Austintown Girls Softball League. Now the pipeline for our boys, the Austintown Community Baseball League. And check out those jerseys, white pinstripes. I like it, not being biased. And plenty of teams representing the Austintown Community Baseball League. Oh, that's a good throw. That's my shortstop right there. Once again, the Austintown Community Baseball League, and they brought out the fleet today. And I think we're all ready for a new house. Century 21 Lakeside, locally owned and operated. Century 21 Lakeside Realty. They've been in Austintown for 13 years, serving the Tri-County area with all their real estate needs. And up next, Resurrection and Calvary Cemeteries. They're a nonprofit charitable organization founded in faith and are part of the Diocese of Youngstown. They can assist you in all of your advanced planning and immediate cemetery needs. And we also have Smith Corners Community Church in the house. And if you're wondering why all the Pink Out Mahoning Valley is an effort to promote breast cancer awareness and recognize those impacted by breast cancer, we hosted our first event in 2023 and we'll be hosting our second free concert and event day Tuesday, October 1st, 2024 at Austintown Park to kick off Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And what better way to show off that pink than with a Dodge Challenger. And give some love to our Girl Scout Troop 80899. Another contender for top float. Love to see it. And talk about an anniversary. The Austintown Fitch High School class of 1974 is proudly celebrating their 50th anniversary of graduation. They'll hold their reunion the weekend of October 11th through 13th. And they welcome all classmates to join in for a fun-filled weekend. And the Scout Pack Troop 9022, located at Zion Lutheran. Their program runs for kids from kindergarten all the way up to 18. They teach useful life skills while having lots of fun. And you can't go without a little nostalgia on this July 4th. Paul Heinzelman in the 1948 Crossley, slightly modified, 500 horses in that bad boy. And Mr. Heinzelman has been a resident for 50 years. And right behind them, serving pizza to this community for years, Papa John's Pizza, a true staple of Austintown. And up next, it's longtime residents of Austintown. The leadership team at Alexander Concrete Coatings is proud to support and be a part of this community. Alexander Concrete Coatings provides a protective and decorative concrete coating to residential and business spaces. Revitalize your concrete with Alexander Concrete Coatings. And if you're looking to get that car nice and shiny for the summer, After Hours Detail, they got you covered. They're located at 4004, can't talk today, Mahoning Avenue in Austintown. And check out these sweet rides from the detailing group. Gotta love the Mustang, matte black hood, red, black wheels. Oh yeah, let everybody hear that. All right, Hook and Ladder Entertainment. The fire truck is from 9/11, purchased from Long Island, New York. Hook and Ladder Entertainment is a new business doing birthday parties, weddings, family reunions, and a wine tour with a dinner at the end, plus the experience of riding in a fire truck. And who let the dogs out is right, Canine Cove Pet Resort. They're a small family-owned kennel in Austintown. We have doggy daycare and boarding for all dogs and cats. They get lots of playtime and they sleep good at night. Check out their Facebook page at Canine Cove. All right, coming on down in a nice decked out F-150, Grace Lutheran Church in Austintown. They've been in Austintown for 152 years. They're home of the amazing drive-through chicken dinners with their famous brownies on the third Thursday of every month. I hope you join us Sunday mornings to worship our Lord. God bless America. All right, coming on down behind them, it's Michael Kripchak, who's running for Congress. And behind them in the big rig, it's the R&L Carriers Eyes of Freedom, located in Columbiana, Ohio. Eyes of Freedom is a rolling dedication to the Lima Company that was deployed in 2005 to Iraq. 22 Marines and 1 Navy corpsman lost their lives. 14 Marines were from Central Ohio. Give these guys some love. Up next, it's the USS Renegade, is the Youngstown chapter of Starfleet International. They've been in the area for over 30 years. Their goal is to unite Star Trek and sci-fi fans and raise money for various charities. And a fan favorite in Austintown, Chick-fil-A Austintown, opened in March of 2022 and has had the pleasure of serving this community ever since. If there's some barbecue sauce to go along with those waffle fries, I'll be on the back of that tailgate shortly. All right, coming down in the maroon Jeep, MTL Home Care, 3 years taking care of children with disabilities in their homes, located on New Road, right around the corner here. And election season's right around the corner, some positions up for grabs. Gino DeFabio for Mahoning County Commissioner. And here comes Gordon Food Service, the restaurant supplier in Boardman that services all of the Mahoning Valley and western Pennsylvania. Great idea there with the umbrella on the flatbed. That's Creativity Global Routing Solutions, LLC, GPS routing app for businesses that have dedicated routes. And where would Austintown be without this staple here, the Carousel Center by Rayark Industries. In Austintown for more than 30 years, they're committed to empowering individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities to live their best lives. All right, I'll probably want to have my attorney present for this one. The Mahoning County Prosecutor's Office, led by Gina DeGenova. And there's Mrs. DeGenova there, all festive with the red, white, and blue. And it's that hope I see out today, too. The county prosecutor dog. Everybody give this girl some love. All right, coming down next in the all-white, Lee Allen Remodeling and Design. Lee Allen Remodeling and Design has been in Austintown 15 years. They're happy to please their customers with professionalism and respect, and always want to do a job on time. And continuing on with some of today's best classics, it's Bobby and Ray Connell in the 74 Camaro. And it's all original. 50 years old this year. Talk about a legacy. And up next, it's Scott D. Hunter, Ford Judge, and the leader of the Austintown court system. And for all your disposal needs, Republic Services, residents of Austintown for over 25 years, but serving the community for nearly 50. And all decked out in the American flags, Wade Calhoun for treasurer. I just have to say, we're spoiled with classics today, and Lynn Morrow might be in one of the best ones. Lynn Morrow running for prosecutor, Republican candidate for Mahoning County prosecutor. And coming down, making the long walk, it's Team Kennedy, independent candidate for President Volunteers. Check out YouTube for a real debate, she says. All right, next up, it's the Austintown ATA Martial Arts Valor Combat Academy. Austintown ATA Martial Arts Valor Combat Academy has proudly been serving the community for 30 plus years. This community is well protected, folks. All right, bring in the tunes with them. The Valley Christian Schools Marching Band, under the direction of Craig Humphreys, was started this year and already has 50 members in grades 8 through 12. And how about some more love for our veterans organizations? The 360 Veterans Benefit is a nonprofit 501c3 organization established in 2017. The 360 sole mission being to raise money in support of local veterans. And looking right in front of me, Parade Chairman Matt Roth and family. On behalf of the AGE committee, Matt would like to thank all of you for joining us today for the 46th Annual 4th of July Parade and appreciate your support. Special thanks to Highway Tabernacle and Huntington Bank once again for making today possible.